Hello and welcome back to another part of Discovering the Unknown. So I've been working on a few things today. I've been improving some skips, improving some jumps, working on some glitches and exploits and all these other fun things. And when I first posted my video covering the out of bounds for Research Park, I had recommended it as a way to get to Mountain Path without having to do anything, but there's a much easier way to do that, and it just didn't click in my head until now. So first, you're going to want to open up the hole in the wall here using the intended method. So this is all part of the intended route by this point. And then if you get it nicely, you can skip this part, and then I did not bring the elevator up, so, but you can see that you can skip that part, and the elevator is up by default. And then the intended route continues here. Jump up through these boxes, and you can see all the relay towers that I had placed. And you'll follow the exact same path with the relay towers when you want to provide electricity here for the mining. So this is all part of the intended path, and this should be part of a normal area that you can access. Here is where there's an invisible wall from not hitting quest triggers. There's an invisible wall here. And what you're going to do is, I showed this last time, but it still applies. And this is just part of the skip.
A thorough search might get you something interesting.
So this skips the invisible wall.
Administrator.
And then from here, you're normally supposed to go inside, but it's a very easy path around that, because I believe there's normally a blight, and there you go. So this should skip all of Research Park, and you do not have to go all the way outside the map to do it. So you can do this extremely quickly. It took about 2 minutes to get through the entirety of Research Park, and then when you pop out the back there, you'll see the sector scanner, and then you can start building all your mines, all the Oriron, everything. So that's one of the skips. The second skip is, I found a skip in Quarry, and this skips virtually the entire area. So right from the beginning, don't know why it does that sometimes. Right from the beginning in Quarry,
I wonder what
let's see if I can make this first try, because it's first try every time. You'll take the intended path over. And this is a very tricky jump. So if you don't get it, don't feel bad about it or anything. And there you go. First try every time. Now you've skipped all of Quarry. As you can now progress the entire Quarry storyline and get to the boss without having to do any of the traversing or anything like that.
Want to take a look?
And then you hit your TP here.
Intend to miss out on interesting stuff.
You hit your TP here. Jump on top of this castle 400. Skip here. If you need to hit the button, hit it. And now you are all the way to the boss, and you've essentially done this in just around 2 minutes. I don't know if there's a way to skip the boss or not. I don't have an account to test, but that would take about 2 minutes from start to finish without the boss encounter. And there you go. So that's Quarry skip. I have also improved the Valley Pass skip. So from the original point here, this is where you enter. So the original out of bounds happened.
Everyone has their own secret.
The original out of bounds happened all the way at the end, so you would have had to clear Valley Pass before you had the out of bounds accessible to you. And now today I found an out of bounds skip right at the beginning of the map. Now if I can remember where it is, right here, jump on the log, do a light jump forward, and you should ideally catch between the two branches, jump to the rock, jump up, and now you are out of bounds. Hello? So, usually I don't have trouble with the rocks after I get the branch here, but... There we go. So now you're out of bounds, and I've already placed pylons here because I was memeing before. And there you go. So you have your out of bounds, and you are fully out of bounds. You can circle the entire map from here and do anything you want. So that's a much earlier out of bounds that you can complete in Valley Pass. It's much quicker to access. You don't have nearly as much running from one of the teleport points. You don't even have to clear Valley Pass to do it. So there you go. That's Valley Pass. And then earlier today, I posted a video from Blight Zone. I posted a video regarding Blight Zone and one of the skips to skip all of Old Mine. And now that skip is still possible, but I developed it further. So, it's still going to be the same skip. Realistically, I should set up zip lines to get around the map a little bit faster, but more on that in a bit. So this part still remains the same. And this is the easy part.
I definitely don't intend to miss out on interesting stuff.
As it's very lenient, no very specific jumps required. I don't know why every time I'm recording, I miss this jump. Remember to be careful about the pit, because there's two pits, and both of them can brick the run. Jump down. Nice scenery. I set up zip lines here to make it easier for myself, to make it go faster, but I will of course do the jumps normally.
Search might get you something interesting. You decide, Administrator.
From this purple area, jump up onto the spike. Green box, cliff, jump around the side, walk slowly, up, up, up. Jump onto that ledge, make this jump up to the top. Have your ears blasted out by this weird pylon. Oddly colored pylon. And now, so in the original video, I went to the left of this block. But now we're going to the right. Here we go. So I set up a zipline for myself after from the bottom, so I can access this part easier without doing all those jumps. Those jumps are relatively difficult. It's taken me a while to practice them. But you have a lot more freedom from the back here to go around and look at stuff. Keep in mind there's still triggers around, so if you do fall off the maps, you will still teleport trigger. I actually fell through the middle of the map here as well. So there's a hole in the middle of the map somewhere, and I don't remember exactly where, but I did fall off completely. And while developing this out of bounds, I was also in conversation with Hawk. We were on a Discord call together, and we were playing around with zip lines and power pylons, and I asked the question, how high can something be, or how far off the Z axis can something be from the power pylon to still receive power? And it turns out that they don't check the Z axis. So as long as the XY coordinates match for the power pylon, you can access the power from the power pylon. And that means that you can have something like 100 meters off the ground and still have it powered by power pylon, assuming that you, as a player, can put the power pylon under it or over it. And so in a map like this, where there's a lot of cliffs and whatnot, we are searching for places where we can potentially put a zip line up above and put the power pylon on the ground, because I tried building along the outside here. You aren't able to build. At a certain point, you are out of range of the AIC, or the sector scanner, and you cannot build in AIC mode. So I tried bringing electricity all the way around, as you can see with these out of bounds pylons here. Well, not pylons, but relay towers. You are limited in how far you can go around. So we were hoping to just power a zip line from under, but have the zip line above. And then that could potentially give us some fun insights, and also be able to assist in testing different theories without needing to do this whole route over and over and over again. So there you go. There's a few things that I had been testing. Right now, the leading thing is to jump from the left, but you still cannot make it all the way to the top. If you jump from the right, you end up... So this is one of the few physical rocks. Cannot walk through this. So what happens if you jump down to the right, this is no longer physical anymore. So you have to jump over this, and you fall in here. But now you're stuck in here, and I haven't found a way out from here, but you are very close to the boss arena, and I was wondering if it would be able to place a building inside here. So you do get some sense that maybe a building placement is possible from just outside the boss arena, inside the boss arena. See here, like, it almost snaps just far enough to place a building. So maybe with some very precise inputs, you can get a building placed inside the boss arena, because there's enough space on that grid for both a zip line. No, there's not enough space for a zip line. I thought there was enough space for a zip line. That's my mistake. But maybe there's something that you could do with that and have some fun with it. So I mostly was trying this to see if I could hit the final boss trigger without destroying all the anchors. But so far, it looks like you can almost get there, but you're just a little bit short. And as you can see, you can basically see the door where your path is blocked just down that route, because it's a direct line of sight. Direct line of sight down, and this is where the door is here. Somewhere around here. So we can see straight down this path, but we cannot get out of... I cannot figure out a way out of this necessarily. But I will do some more testing and see if I come up with a way around. So, again, my goal is to see if I can trigger the final boss, without ever destroying the anchors. And if so, that would be a big accomplishment for me. But let me know what you think down in the comments. And if you have any other questions or concerns, then let me know. But for now, I'm going to keep testing. Make sure to check out my Twitch. I do a lot of this testing live, and a lot of these discoveries live. So if you like seeing glitch hunting and exploiting, then that's the place for you to be. So thanks for watching. Hope you had a good time, and I'll see you next time.